and so many other great people this year.
It's a balance, though. It's a fine line because you don't want to like just keep. You want to branch out and get new people on too, but you also want to have like the friends of the show that have been on a lot to come on whenever. So I mean, you got to try to balance who you have on and what you're doing.
Definitely.
But, really, anybody. We just tell anybody if you just want to get on, come on. You want to get on right now? Come on.
Yeah, come on. I mean, y'all are participating right now on one of the shows. This is new for us. So we,
Yeah,
hey,
this is an experiment tonight, everybody.
it's a huge experiment. This is, and if you never know, we may do more of these every so often. It all depends on what you all want, because we like to please.
We may change it up. We may do something else where we take calls at some point. That's what we'd like to do eventually.
Yeah.
Just have an open line. Anybody can call.
Yeah. Hey, Chief, what about the other news this week of that the mouse owns everything?
Yeah, you know what? I keep hearing, I don't know if it's just people wanting to shit all over it or not, but I keep hearing this thing like even though Disney is essentially bought back Fantastic Four and X-Men, that Fantastic Four's rights are still tied up at some German company somewhere, and they won't necessarily get that property yet, or they may not get it. I don't know. I don't know what the deal. On the surface, I could say from what I've just the surface of like headlines, like Disney buys Fox. That's fucking great to me, man. You have X-Men and Fantastic Four back in the Marvel Universe. I'm down. I want to see what a Marvel X-Men movie looks like. I want to see a Marvel Fantastic Four. We haven't seen either one of those things yet, and I want to see it. And I think that getting Spider-Man back, I honestly think Homecoming's the best Spider-Man movie ever made. I think it captures Peter Parker exactly what he's supposed to be. And even though it's a little Ultimate Universe, but it's still good.
Not the old Japanese one where he fought giant monsters and a robot?
Hey, that's canon.
That is canon. Let's see. Steven says it could be 7 more years. It's a bit confusing about it because Constantine owns the production rights and Fox has distribution or something. Constantinople, Istanbul was Constantinople.
Yeah, I heard it was some weird shit like that. See, I didn't get into the ins and outs of it, but I read like one article from like Newsarama or something where they were talking about how I think they've pretty much got the X-Men. I think that's what Feig wants anyway. He wanted X-Men because he said it a few weeks ago before this even happened.
You know what I read today? There was something up today, and it was like because Fox had the rights for Dragon Ball Evolution, that fuck all shit ass movie. That
Djibouti commentaries on it's funny though.
The Djibouti commentaries. If you guys don't follow Djibouti on Twitch or YouTube, go check out Djibouti dubs. That is freaking
good stuff.
They're fucking Ralph Tor. You got to see Ralph Tor and art. Oh my god, that shit is funny as hell. But they were saying that perhaps that Dragon Ball, at least movie stuff, could be going to Disney. But when do we go? Okay, let's put this to rest right now.
I want to see a Pixar Dragon Ball Z. That's what I want.
Goku versus Howard the Duck. There's no way that Goku could beat Howard the Duck. I mean, he can fuse with Deadpool, for Christ's sake. He can fusion ha. You
remember that? You remember that cool flip book artwork they did of Superman versus Goku?
Yes.
That's pretty bad. That's way off of the subject. But if
you ever go to Screw Attack on YouTube, it's Screw Attack. They actually they do this thing called Death Battle. And Death Battle is they pit two characters against each other, video game characters, comic book characters. And they've pit twice, Goku versus Superman. The funniest one, though, is they pit Deadpool versus Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. And it ends up turning out that there is no winner because both of them end up breaking the fourth wall and causing all sorts of mayhem and mischief in the real world. Jasmine says about the IT, married to an IT guy, but he's asleep. You're good, Jasmine. We love you. We miss you, Jasmine. We got to have you back on to talk some more cryptids at some point.
Yes.
Got to have you on to talk. We haven't talked cryptids in a long time.
We do Bigfoot shows here and there, so anytime you want to jump in on that.
Yeah. So, but with the merger of Disney and the mouse, I mean, the mouse owns everything. I mean, just everybody, just lay your hands, just lay down your arms and pray to the mouse. That's all it is.
Well, like what I told you earlier, how many years has Marvel had this all fucked up with their rights all over the place? And it took the money and the resources of Disney to bring it back together. And if for me, those Marvel movies are good. If they're not, I mean, of course they're going to change things there a little bit. But so far, I've at least liked every one of them. To varying degrees. Some are better than others.
Steven says, what I really want is a team up of Howard and Darkwing Duck. I would love that. Howard and Darkwing.
I would like to see Howard and Rocket.
Hold on. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty here. Just a little bit of technical difficulty. Give us 1 second to lock this down. Chief, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. That's the thing of doing it live.
Hey, things happen.
Things happen for a reason. There's no buffering. There's no beautiful little editing. They own Buffy and X-Files now, which is another great crossover from Steven. You know what? Buffy. Oh, Buffy.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think if they ever remade that? You think they could ever remake that? And
it would never capture the feel of the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because here I'll tell you what. This is how Buffy would be today. This is how Buffy would be today. I'm slaying a vampire. That's what I'm doing. Is I'm slaying a vampire.
Yeah.
That's what Buffy would. If they did Buffy today, it would have none of the good stuff. It would all be technology. It'd be like, I mean, one of the classic phrases from Buffy was, if the apocalypse happens, beat me. Now it's going to be like, Snapchat me. The apocalypse happens, Snapchat me. I don't even own a Snapchat.
I think just that era the world is a completely different place than when that show was on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're redoing She-Ra.
Attitudes, everything's different now.
They're redoing She-Ra on Netflix.
I think that could be good. Animated. I love animation. Animation is the great equalizer. It's like I always say, I like all the superhero. I like all the superhero movies to varying degrees, just because it's a fantastic shit and it's entertaining. But nothing beats the animated side of DC or Marvel, I don't think. The DC animated universe is the best version of those heroes you're going to get in a moving motion picture type format. People in costumes always look somewhat ridiculous to me. Doesn't matter how cool it is. It always looks kind of goofy on a real person. Animation, it just gets the movements and everything right and the physical properties of the universe of comic books correct.
Yeah.
So like something like, what is it? The one that I really liked was the anime one, the Gotham Knight. I think it was the Batman anime. That one's really cool. Like Under the Red Hood, the Batman animated series. Those to me are definitive Batman, not Ben Affleck and Justice League. I can watch Ben Affleck and Justice League and be entertained by that. I haven't even seen that movie yet. But I'm sure I'm going to like it to some degree. I'm going to be entertained by at least some of the visuals of it, at the very least. But nobody.
Steven says sorry, buddy. Sorry. Steven says he's off for food, but he'll pop back in later if we're still on. Have a great show. Hey, Steven, thank you for popping in, brother. Thank you for joining us for a little bit. Well, we might still be on. I don't know. Chief and I it's Friday night. You never know how long Chief and I may go.
We're going to get on party.
Yeah, we got a party right here.
I got
on our computers with our bottles of water.
I got Punisher 219 in my bedroom just waiting for me.
Once again, if you're watching us, there is a live chat that's up. You can post your questions to us in the live chat. Or if you have a Twitter, you can tweet us at NRD Renegades. You can tweet us questions there. We'll be taking your questions tonight. Anything you want to know, anything you're interested about, we will do that. Maud, I know you've got some burning questions in that head, Maud. Come on now. Come on, Nick. Come on. You know you got some on there. You've been listening to us since like episode 2. Which is very interesting because we're coming up very, very shortly on episode 175, which, of course, Chief, is one of your favorite. Yeah. Every 25 episodes is one of your favorite times.
Yeah. It's time to get the sacrificial chickens out. It's time to light the candles for Cool Beer comes very soon.
Yes.
And we don't know what we're talking about Cool Beer about because, we know Rebirth is going to be a thing. And Doomsday Clock, Metal. those kinds of things. But Cool Beer has been branching out into other areas of interest. So it could be anything. Could be talking about anything with Cool Beer at this time. One of my favorite guests.
Maud asked, when will you do a theater episode again? You know, I love those ones. Okay, so for those who may not know what she's talking about, if you're reading the chat. So every so often, we do a show called Renegade Masterpiece Theater. This started out as a joke on an episode where Chief and I were like, you know what? Fuck it. We're bored. Let's go read Penthouse Forum in weird. Well, actually, it was more like I was reading Penthouse Forum to Chief in voices. So Paul Lynde, Nick Cage, my weird voices. And so we decided, well, what the hell? Let's just branch that off and make it into a full freaking episode. So we did. So if you go to our Podbean, nerdragerenegades.podbean.com, there's a tab on there that actually says Renegade Masterpiece Theater, and all the Renegade Masterpiece Theater episodes are there, so you can listen to them one right after the other.
It was several episodes in between, and then just one day Spin sent me a weird My Little Pony fan fiction. I opened my messenger, there's a My Little Pony fanfic in there, and I was like, what the fuck is this? It was like the most disturbing goddamn thing I've ever read in my life. I was like, yeah, dude, we gotta read this.
The other thing with the Renegade Masterpiece Theater is Chief and I pretty much decided we do not do those without Adam Lash. Adam Lash is a friend of ours. He's a comedian. He's a Broadway guy. He also has a show on YouTube called Gigahose. I highly recommend everybody go check out Gigahose. And I think he said it was moving to Amazon as well. Gigahose was moving to Amazon.
Yes, that's what he said. And to answer your question, Maud, whenever Adam is available next,
that's what we do. Whenever we cannot do it without Adam, and of course we always try to bring on like another guest. So like we've had like Panda did it with us when she's able to get on. We've had Jessica Ryan on with us doing it. Dolly is invited, and so is Olive Glass, our guest this past week. She's invited to come back. It also depends on what fanfics Chief and I can find, because we want them to be just like out there, you know, like the one we did. One of my favorites is still the Gonzo Camilla one. That one is still one of my all-time favorites. Is Gonzo fucking Camilla.
Yeah, I kind of wish that we could have got one together before Christmas, because I still haven't gotten to read my favorite Santa Claus one. The Santa Wants Anal one. It makes me laugh so hard every time I read it.
Yeah, and that's
like I said, I'm reading it all the time, but I've read it a few times because we were going to do it on the show.
Yeah, if you've listened to us for any amount of time, you know we don't give two craps. We do whatever we want on this show. We don't care. You know,
just for mature audiences. Mature
audiences only. Which we do want to thank everybody, because thanks to all of you, and also a big thanks to the folks at Filling the Void Podcast Network. We got on iHeartRadio this year. That is a huge thing for us. I mean, we are rubbing elbows with Taylor Swift now. Can you believe that? On iHeartRadio. It's like us and Taylor Swift, like one right after the other. You listen to, Shake It Off, and then you go listen to friggin' weird erotic fan fictions. It's freaking amazing.
Some human resources manager out there's got us cranked in their office.
Oh yeah, every day. That's why it's Maud. Thank you so much, Maud. That is and that's all we can ask for. Is that you guys enjoy it. That's all we can ask for. It's it's just great to do it. Chief and I are just this is our freaking like escape every week, from work and all the bullshit of day-to-day stuff. I mean, the world is a fucked up place right now.
It's actually kind of what we do every day, and then we just record it once a week.
Yeah.
Because we talk the same shit every day, all the time, all day long, but then we just kind of record on it on one night a week.
I've put up some stuff on our Facebook page. Once again, facebook.com/NRR Truth Radio. I've put up a couple screenshots of what our messenger chat is like, and if you saw the full thing, you would have us committed. That's it's like an hour of Danzig memes every day.
That's my fault.
And then maybe a talk about how Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees.
Yeah, I think we talked about Barry Gibb's penis for about an hour and a half one day.